Hi and welcome to another video, and today we're looking at the SX Banjo guitar. Is this a banjo or is it a guitar? This is the thing, isn't it? People are wondering, well, banjo players in particular, wondering why people call this a banjo. I've seen all the comments before I bought this. I've seen all the comments. I was doing my research on these, and the amount of snobbery from banjo players, 4-string banjo, 5-string banjo, and they're looking down upon these things. It's not a real banjo, it's a joke. Well, it's just a music instrument that sounds like a banjo. You could look at it that way. In one way, I agree with them. A banjo should be a banjo and a guitar should be a guitar. It's made for people that play guitar but don't want to change over to a banjo because all the tunings and all that are all different. It's not made for banjo players, I wouldn't say, although a few banjo players do own them. But that's besides the point. The reason I'm looking at this today, I only bought it for recording, that's why I bought it. But the reason why I'm doing this video is this particular model, this SX Banjo guitar. I'll quickly show you the headstock. It looks like that. There should be a truss rod cover on there. I took it off. It's got these lovely stars on the fretboard there. If you like stars, then this is for you. Anyway, the Hollywood Walk of Fame on the fretboard, fantastic. Being honest, I really don't like that, but I'm only joking around here. This banjo guitar, or banjitar, I don't even know what you call it, but to me it's just a banjo with a guitar neck. We can look at it that way. We can take that as read. That's what we have here. A banjo body with a guitar neck. Basically that's what it is. And this particular model I'm not happy with at all. SX Banjitar, or 6-string banjo. Things I'm not happy with. When I bought this, it was second hand. I paid £98 for it, so it was cheap enough. But remember, buying this new would be around $220 to $250, around about that price, depending on where you shop for it. So the problem with this was, when I got it, the action was like 3/4 of an inch off the fretboard. The neck angle was all wrong. I had to adjust some bolt that goes through here. There's a bolt in the back of this, a long bolt. I had to adjust that to bring the neck angle up. It was pretty bad. It had 5 rusty strings on it. The truss rod was loose. There was absolutely no tension in the truss rod whatsoever. And the nut was cut really bad. I had to file those down as well to get the action decent up here. So everything about this guitar had to be adjusted, including the skin. So I can't remember what the wood is. I've forgotten that now. But it's not plywood. I can't remember what it's called, but it's very heavy. The neck is NATO. Yeah, it's a NATO neck wood. Doesn't feel the best. This doesn't feel that smooth either. It's not fantastic, but I don't know what I can say about this. I've nothing good to say about it, apart from I didn't pay much for it. The new price, like I says, is between $220 and $250, brand new out the box. But I would imagine this thing would need an extensive setup straight out of the box. There's no way on earth that this guitar would come set up. I just can't see it. It sounds okay, I think. I don't know much about banjos, but it sounds okay. It doesn't feel good though. The fret ends are pretty, not jagged, but pretty rough. They're not the best. I've had worse. I've had obviously far better. The neck itself, behind the neck, feels really bad. It's like a baseball bat, to use a an old phrase for describing guitar necks. It's like a baseball bat, and it's got jagged frets, sort of jagged anyway, a bit rough, and it's got tall, narrow, thin frets. And altogether, all that combined, the rough feeling neck, this NATO feels really bad. A really flat fingerboard radius, like an Ibanez or something. It's like a 20-inch radius. And all in all, it feels really, really rough. I'm just being honest with this, guys, with you guys. It's not fantastic. It doesn't look good. That neck doesn't look good with those stars on it. It's really rough. Rough as a badger's arse, as we would say here in Scotland. It really, really is rough. I don't know how people know that a badger's arse is rough. I really don't know how people know that. But if it is, it's not as rough as this thing. Let me tell you guys, it's pretty rough. The intonation was off. But look, like I says, I've set it up. It feels a lot better than it does, and I think once I dress the frets on it, it'll feel a little bit better. And the action's nice and low on it now. But if you're a learner and you want to learn guitar or banjo, you could buy this and learn either, I suppose, because the tuning's exactly the same. You just tune it the same as a guitar. But if you're a learner, I would strongly advise you to stay away from this. The baseball bat neck, not good for a learner. The jagged frets, not good for your hands. The flat radius doesn't go with the baseball bat neck either. And what else is there? You'll have to obviously spend money to get this set up. If you're buying it straight out the box, brand new, you're going to have to spend money on this. So, sorry SX, this thing is a pile of junk unless you're prepared to spend a lot of money getting this thing set up. And I knew nothing about banjos, but I managed to get it set up because I set my own guitars up. I have done for a long time, and it stays in tune pretty well, I will say that. The pros about this is it's cheap. But if you don't have a lot of money and you want a decent instrument, look for something second hand for about 200, 250 rather than buy this new for 200 or 250. Because if you don't have a lot of money or you're learning, you're going to have to spend money on this, getting it set up. Bear that in mind, that's the most important thing. I think once the fret ends are done, it will be decent, but still the neck doesn't feel very good at all, I don't think. But if you're just sitting playing chords, you'll get away with it straight out the box. But bear in mind, if you are buying one straight out the box and you want to learn chords, this nut will be too high, the truss rod will need adjusted, and the neck possibly needing adjusted as well. But in its favour, once it is set up, it is pretty decent. I can play pretty much most anything I play on a guitar on this, although the fret ends do need done. But the feel of the neck, I could maybe work on that at the back, and then you would have a decent guitar. But if you're willing to spend a couple of hundred on getting it set up properly, then yeah, go for it. But if you're looking for something cheap straight out the box to play well, stay away from it, guys. I think you'll find you'll be pretty much disappointed. But that's my take on it. Sorry SX, but it's a no-go for me. It's a 3 out of 10 unless you're prepared to spend plenty of money on it. I didn't expect much more, to be honest, but there you go, guys. That's the SX Banjitar, and that's my take on it. And to recap, don't buy it if you're a learner, and don't buy it if you don't have a lot of money to spend on getting it set up. Luckily, I can set things up, but personally, I'm not recommending this to anybody that's looking to just take something out the box and expect it to play well, because you won't get it with this. Sorry SX, and thanks for watching, guys.